Alright. Let's get this over with. As I can tell from digging through Twitch's tracking software, it's the first time this game has ever been streamed to Twitch and properly tagged. We're making history tonight. That's fantastic news. I always love being on the forefront of things like that, you know? Quiet. Oh boy. Alright, I'll turn up the gain a bit. That always causes the mic to peak, but we're just gonna have to live with it. So. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Alright. Help. Let's click on help. Okay, it's just health and safety information. I could look at the actual instructions on how to play, but that wouldn't be any fun. So, let's get into it. Thank you for downloading Master of Illusion Express Mind Probe. With this trick, you can expose the likes and dislikes of your spectators. Start off by reading the secrets and learn how to present each trick. Mind Probe. Start off by reading the secrets and learn how to present each, okay? Press and hold, select. I was told I would not need to map buttons, so I guess we'll map buttons real quick. Hold down select whenever you want to take a look at the magic tricks secret. Okay. Write the names of 6 people on 6 pieces of paper. Make sure to include the name of one person you really like. Mix them up when you're done. Then you can't tell which is which. Speak into the Nintendo DS mic and read the names. I don't have that set up either. How did you know? This fun trick lets you divine precisely what people like and dislike. You'll discover the spectator's secret by determining the order in which the scraps are read and telling Nintendo DSi which scrap is the trigger scrap. First, let's go over the way to perform the trick under the guise of detecting a crush or a love interest. The diagram above shows the verdict button, but we'll get back to that later. Is this just a ruin friendships with dishonesty simulator? Start by tearing 6 pieces of paper from one sheet. Follow the order in the diagram. The tear lines are exaggerated in the illustration, so it's not necessary to make them deliberately so jagged. I was worried, you know? First, tear line 1, the right side of the sheet of paper won't be used. Next, tear lines 2, 3, and 4 in order. This should create 6 scraps of paper. Only one will have 4 torn edges. The yellow part of the diagram. The others will have at least 1 straight edge. As you're tearing, keep in mind that you want that centerpiece, the yellow part of the diagram, to end up on top when you're done. First, hand the piece with 4 torn edges to the spectator and have them write a name without showing anyone. It should be the name of someone they like. Have them place that piece of paper face down nearby, preferably on a tabletop or some other flat surface. Say on the remaining paper, please write the names of other people that you neither like nor dislike romantically. Make sure the names are all different from the first one. Then hand over the 5 other pieces of paper one at a time and have the spectator write a different name on each one. Have the spectator mix the 6 pieces of paper, then take them still face down and say, I'll mix them just a bit more, and mix them up. While you are mixing them, look for the piece with 4 torn edges. Place it at the bottom of the pile, and then put one more piece beneath it. I feel like the more this trick gets explained, the more I realize exactly how easy it is for the person to figure it out. With that, the paper with the name of the person that the spectator likes should be 5th from the top. At this point, you still don't know what's written on it. Wait, hold on. I feel like I missed something. Okay, so you write the name. Mix it up. Okay, so you just fucking lie. You just fucking lie about shuffling the deck. Starting the detection machine, you'll tap the Mind Probe's verdict button right before the spectator's eyes, but you'll secretly enter a 5 here. Okay. The verdict button is divided into 6 parts. The spectator's paper is in the 5th position, so tap the button in the 5 spot. You can also set the paper to be in any spot you like other than 5. You can freely input 1 to 6, but let's start with 5 this time. When you tap the verdict button, the screens will change. The number of lit green lights on the bottom right of the touchscreen will match the number you entered with the verdict button. Having the spectator read aloud, hand the top piece of paper still face down to the spectator. Ask the spectator to tap the mic button on the touchscreen and read the name on the paper aloud. The needle on the large touchscreen dial will react, and the top screen will show some activity as well. The light on the top screen of the touchscreen, the light on the top right of the touchscreen will flash blue. When the light flashes blue, say, "Okay, not that one," and hand the next piece of paper to the spectator and ask them to tap the mic again and read the second name aloud. In this way, have the spectator proceed to read the names aloud and in order. When the spectator reads the 5th name, the light will flash red, the needle will wave violently, the readout on the top screen will go berserk, and the alarm will sound indicating the spectator likes this person. Have the spectator tap the mic button and read the 6th name aloud. Show them that there is no major reaction. About detecting. The detected secret doesn't have to be a person. It's also interesting to try to detect other likes or dislikes. Try favorite colors or least favorite foods, for example. When trying to detect a disliked item, have the spectator first write the disliked item and then write the 5 things they like. The trick is then performed exactly the same way. Performed in front of a crowd. If you're performing in front of many people, it's important to have one spectator write where no one else can see what is written. Until the names are read aloud, even you don't know what is written, and because the other audience members don't know either, that makes the trick much more mysterious. If you're performing the trick repeatedly instead of the 5th spot, it's better to set the detector to hit on a different number. If you wish to set it to hit on the 2nd spot, for instance, tap the corresponding part of the verdict button. It also falls apart if literally anyone has heard of this software, which is probably not a great parameter to set for any commercial product. If you can assemble 4 to 6 people, there's a simple way to play without using paper. Prepare one keychain or a handkerchief or some other small item and ask someone to place it in their pocket. Then pass the Nintendo DSi from right to left in order and ask everyone to tap the microphone button and say, "I don't have it." When the person hiding the small item says, "I don't have it," the detector will go crazy. The trick is to secretly tell the Nintendo DSi the position of the person who has the item. Input that number when you tap the verdict button. Wait, but how do you know? Wait, you're not keeping it secret. You're literally just pretending that the DS doesn't know. At which point, the obvious and immediate reaction is you organized this entire thing and you just knew which of us to give it to in order to make it go off. There are other tricks you can perform while getting 4 to 6 people involved. Prepare some chocolate or cookies and ask one person to eat one. After they finish eating it, have each person say, "I didn't eat it," to the Nintendo DSi microphone. Who is this supposed to impress? More importantly, who approved this? Who approved the development of this software? Who funded not what company, what specific person? Everyone in the room knows who the person that's going to be lying is. And it's only allegedly being kept secret from the software that you prepared. I choose to believe that this just manifested itself fully formed one day on the eShop. That genuinely makes more sense than any other explanation. Oh my fucking god. How many ways can you rewrite the same sentences? Yeah, there. I pressed number 5. That's the microphone button. It's not set up to actually, like, get any input. I don't know if it needs that. It sure seems like it needs it. I don't even know how to do that. I do not know how to set up the microphone on here. Microphone input, external microphone. Yeah, okay, but how do I set what microphone? How do I tell it? Microphone. No. That maybe? No. This currently works roughly as well as Hey You Pikachu. Roughly. What is it? Oh my god. Have you had to rate this, say, in the context of all first-party Nintendo games out of 10? Well, it does what it was designed for pretty specifically and exactly. So I'm gonna go 2. If you looked at the eShop, read what this was, and you know what? I want to look at the eShop. I want to see what it says, because right now, if you looked at the eShop and decided to purchase this, and as long as the eShop is not like actively lying, then what did you expect? I'm gonna say that anyone who purchased this for money got exactly what they deserved. God, I found the Nintendo Life review of it, and the fact that they got 5 paragraphs out of this is impressive. Melon DS picks up the default mic. Is my Yeti not set to the default microphone? What the fuck? What's set to my default microphone? Oh, of course it is. It's still not getting anything though. No, still nothing. I was saying earlier that the time it took to get the emulator working should count towards my punishment time like a tax write-off. Because I swear to God, it took so long to get this to boot. Can I set this as... Can I please just get the Windows 10 sound options? Windows 11 has made everything so much worse. There. Thank you for fucking finally just giving me this goddamn menu that I've been looking at. Set as default communication device. Yeah, there. That's what we want. Okay. It's still not accepting input, though. So... I need to reload the game. All right. Reset. All right, mind probe. Start. We'll put this one on 2. Hello. Nope, still nothing. I can check Discord. No, I'm not resetting the timer. We're getting this microphone to work. Put chat on the magic detector. Okay, hold on. It says... Okay, microphone hot. Okay, okay. That's supposed to work. Like, come on. About that Pokemon Presents, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch it. It was before I usually wake up, and I am kind of at the point of not really caring that much about Pokemon as a franchise. Hotkeys not working. Okay, neither make... what a fucking incredible line from a GitHub bug report. I've set it to external microphone and blow noise, and neither make the Jigglypuff sing. Microphone isn't supported yet in DSi mode. All right, we have our answer. So this is as far as we get. Everyone being like, they'll add the classic games to NSO is very funny when you remember they put the Game Boy games on VC for extremely high price. Change games, that wasn't part of the deal. You know what? We can, in fact, we can read the instructions again. Just to make sure that we've really got it down. What's this? What's this envelope? Letter from a musician. Oh, we got new content. More content. Here are a few tips on becoming a master of illusion. Memorize the controls and speech for this trick so you can perform them with confidence. What a fucking tip. Know what you're doing before you do it. If you don't show it twice in a row. If you repeat a trick too often, the surprise will fade and someone may discover your secret. Try not to repeat the same trick to the same person during one performance. If someone says, show me one more time, politely decline and tell them I'll show you again some other time. If you fail to pull off the trick, if the trick fails because the spectator makes a mistake, say something like, oh, is it wrong? Let me try once more and pass it off as if the detection machine failed. Then start again from when the paper gets mixed up. The second time, change the set location. Okay, so if you make a mistake, then the recommended solution is to say, yeah, this shit sucks. It doesn't work. Never reveal the secret. If you reveal a trick secret, not only will you be unable to perform that trick again, but you may also ruin the secret of other tricks as well. Respond to cries of how or what the with I know, right? It's amazing or something of the sort. Literally all you have to do to give away the secret is to say the name of the software. If the questions persist, say something along the lines of modern technology sure is amazing and pretend that you don't know the secret either. Lastly, keep in mind the rules you've read and perform it with showmanship and flair. Remember, magic is a form of communication. We hope everyone will enjoy your performances. You can read this letter from a magician at any time by tapping the letter icon in the bottom right-hand corner of the main menu. All right, I'll make sure to do that. Here, let's get a refresher on how the trick works. Just to make sure that we've got it all down, you know. So, quickly grasping the secret, we tear a piece of paper into 6 scraps. We first have the spectator write on the scrap with 4 torn edges. While mixing the scraps, place that scrap in the 5th position from the top. Remember that it's okay to change the position. The verdict button is divided into 6 parts. While tapping the button, be sure to tap the 5th part. Have the spectator read the words on the scraps aloud, one by one. And the way that we want to tear the paper is very carefully make sure that there is this one side here that has the 4 tears. That's how we can tell that that's going to be the one. And then when we get to the verdict button, the specific side of the verdict button that we press, that's going to be a secret button that tells it how many inputs to take before it makes a noise. All right. So let's let's just go into detail again. Make sure we've really got the secret down. So, you write the names, tell someone, write the names of 6 people on 6 pieces of paper. Make sure to include the name of one person you really like, mix them up when you're done, and then you can't tell which is which. All right. So this is speaking to Nintendo DSi Mike and read the names. John, Bill, Eric. Oh, is it me? Oh, how did it know? Whoa. So how did it know? We're just going to really make sure that we've got this down. So this fun trick lets you divine precisely what people like and dislike. You'll discover the spectator's secret by determining the order in which the scraps are read and telling the Nintendo DSi which scrap is the trigger scrap. Okay, so when we want to begin the trick, first we go over the way to perform the trick under the guise of detecting a crush or a love interest. The diagram above shows the verdict button, but we'll get to that later. So we prepare the paper, start by tearing 6 pieces of paper from one sheet, and then we follow the order on the diagram. The tear lines are exaggerated in the illustration, so it's not necessary to deliberately make them so jagged. First, we can tear line 1. The right side of the sheet of paper won't be used. Next, tear lines 2, 3, and 4 in... What the fuck? My entire computer locked up for a second. Hello? Oh god. Hello? My entire computer keeps locking up multiple times here. What the fuck? Hold on, I gotta refresh the chat window because now it's not working. Probed your mind and found that you weren't taking it seriously enough. You know, I am interested in seeing what the other ones are, but we can't reset the timer, so... You know, if only it was legal for us to look at other Master Evolution Mind Probe video games, but... okay, the chat just doesn't want to work right now, I guess. It's completely fucking screwed. Let me, I guess, fix the chat by quickly moving windows and then moving back, I think. There we go. Alright. Sign this someone on Friday for punishment. I don't know if people want to see this again. And also, one of the people I could assign it to is here. You've also got a lot of faith that I'm gonna win. Like an unearned amount of confidence. First hairline 1, the right side of the sheet of paper won't be used. Next, hairlines 2, 3, and 4 in order. So this should create 6 scraps of paper. Only one will have 4 torn edges, the yellow part of the diagram. The others will have at least 1 straight edge. As you're tearing, keep in mind that you want that centerpiece, the yellow part of the diagram, to end up on top when you're done. So, letting the spectator write. First, hand the piece with 4 torn edges to the spectator and have them write a name without showing anyone. It should be the name of someone they like. Have them place that piece. We actually have it codified in the rules that you cannot assign someone a punishment game that they have already streamed on the NWR Twitch. So have them place that piece of paper face down nearby, preferably on a tabletop or some other flat surface. Say on the remaining paper, please write the names of other people that you neither like nor dislike romantically. Make sure the names are all different from the first one. Then hand over the 5 other pieces of paper one at a time and have the spectator write a different name on each one. So, mixing the cards, have the spectator mix the 6 pieces of paper, then take them, still face down, and say, I'll mix them just a bit more, and mix them up. While you're mixing them, look for the piece with 4 torn edges, place it at the bottom of the pile, and then put 1 more piece beneath it. With that, the paper with the name of the person that the spectator likes should be 5th from the top. At this point, you still don't know what's written on it. Starting the detection machine, you'll tap the Mind Probe's verdict button right before the spectator's eyes, but you'll secretly enter a 5 here. The verdict button is divided into 6 parts. The spectator's paper is in the 5th position, so tap the button in the 5 spot. You can also set the paper to be in any spot you like, other than 5. You can freely input 1 to 6, but let's start with 5 this first time. When you tap the verdict button, the screens will change. 100 Classic Book Collection would legitimately have more gameplay than this. There would legitimately be more to the stream. The number of green lights on the bottom right of the touchscreen will match the number you entered with the verdict button. Having the spectator read aloud. Hand the top piece of paper, still face down, to the spectator. Ask the spectator to tap the mic button on the touchscreen and read the name on the paper aloud. This is the only one. This is the entire thing. There were five other Master Evolutions released, but I can't switch those without resetting the timer. So that's really, yeah, we're stuck here, and we can't actually use it because the emulator does not support microphone stuff. So we're doing what we can here. So when the spectator reads the 5th name, the light will flash red. The needle will wave violently, the readout on the top screen will go berserk, and the alarm will sound indicating the spectator likes this person. Have the spectator tap the mic button and read the 6th name aloud. Show them that there's no major reaction. So about detecting. The detected secret doesn't have to be a person. It's also interesting to try to detect other likes or dislikes. Try favorite colors or least favorite foods, for example. When trying to detect a disliked item, have the spectator first write the disliked item and then write 5 things they like. The trick is then performed exactly the same way. Performing in front of a crowd. If you're performing in front of many people, it's important to have one spectator write where no one else can see what is written. Until the names are read aloud, even you don't know what's written. And because the other audience members don't know either, that makes the trick much more mysterious. If you're performing the trick repeatedly, instead of the 5th spot, it's better to set the detector hit on a different number. Training a Vocaloid on Matt's reading of the Master of Illusion Express Mind Probe tutorial. Go for it. This is where you get all of your AI models of me to make me say whatever you want to get me fired or in trouble. If you wish to set it to hit on the 2nd spot, for instance, tap the corresponding part of the verdict button. If you can assemble 4 to 6 people, there's a simple way to play without using paper. Lie detector 1, who is hiding something. Prepare one keychain or handkerchief or some other small item and ask someone to place it in their pocket. Then pass the Nintendo DSi from right to left in order and ask everyone to tap the microphone button and say, "I don't have it." When the person hiding the small item says, "I don't have it," the detector will go crazy. The trick is to secretly tell the Nintendo DSi the position of the person who has the item. Input that number when you tap the verdict button. Input the position of the person hiding the item, starting with the person on your left and moving along in order. And have everyone say, "I don't have it." Lie detector 2, who ate it? There are other tricks you can perform while getting 4 to 6 people involved. Prepare some chocolate or cookies and ask one person to eat one. After they've finished eating it, have each person say, "I didn't eat it," to the Nintendo DSi microphone. When the person who ate it says, "I didn't eat it," the red light will flash and the lie will be found out. It works like the other tricks. Input the number of seats between you and the person who ate the cookie when you tap the verdict button. So, quickly grasping the secret, tear a piece of paper into 6 scraps. First, have the spectator write on the scrap with 4 torn edges. While mixing the scraps, place that scrap in the 5th position from the top. Remember that it's okay to change the position. The verdict button is divided into 6 parts. While tapping the button, be sure to tap the 5th part. Have the spectator read the words on the scraps aloud one by one. And of course, this is how we tear the paper and how we input the number. What if I told you this is not Nintendo's worst DSiWare release? Somehow I believe that there is always a worse release. Alright, now you know the magic's trick secret. If you want to see it again, just hold down select to study it whenever you like. Okay, you're all set. Hold down select to start the magic trick. Well, you know, I feel we've still got to find some new and exciting content for this. What if we read this entire thing again backwards? Like, just read the words in the opposite order of how they're presented. You guys think that would work? DSi, we can read the DSiWare help menu. That's right. Yeah, we can come back here and read this backwards later. So yeah, let's read the help menu. All right, help. All right. Thank you for downloading Master of Illusion Express Mind Probe, only for the Nintendo DSi system. Please read this manual carefully before playing the game. It contains important information about how to play the game, as well as health and safety and usage precautions. You can also find the health and safety information at nintendo.com/healthsafety. Before playing, please also read your Nintendo DSi operations manual for more details and tips to help you enjoy your playing experience. So, okay. All right. All right, health and safety precautions. Warning, seizures. Some people, at least about 1 in 4,000, may have seizures or blackouts triggered by light flashes or patterns, and this may occur while they are watching TV or playing video games, even if they have never had a seizure before. Anyone who has had a seizure, loss of awareness, or other symptom linked to an epileptic condition should consult a doctor before playing a video game. Parents should watch their children play video games. Stop playing and consult a doctor if you or your child has any of the following symptoms: convulsions, eye or muscle twitching, loss of awareness, altered vision, involuntary movements, disorientation. To reduce the likelihood of a seizure when playing video games, sit or stand as far from the screen as possible. Play video games on the smallest available television screen. Do not play if you are tired or need sleep. Play in a well-lit room. Take a 10 to 15 minute break every hour. Warning, repetitive motion injuries and eye strain. Playing video games can make your muscles, joints, skin, or eyes hurt. Follow these instructions to avoid problems such as tendinitis, carpal tunnel syndrome, skin irritation, or eye strain. Avoid excessive play. Parents should monitor their children for appropriate play. Take a 10 to 15 minute break every hour, even if you don't think you need it. When using the stylus, you do not need to grip it tightly or press it hard against the screen. Doing so may cause fatigue or discomfort. If your hands, wrists, arms, or eyes become tired or sore while playing, or if you feel symptoms such as tingling, numbness, burning, or stiffness, stop and rest for several hours before playing again. If you continue to have any of the above symptoms or other discomfort during or after play, stop playing and see a doctor. Warning: battery leakage. The Nintendo DS contains a rechargeable lithium-ion battery pack. Leakage of ingredients contained within the battery pack or the combustion products of the ingredients can cause personal injury as well as damage to your Nintendo DS. If battery leakage occurs, avoid contact with skin. If contact occurs, immediately wash thoroughly with soap and water. If liquid leaking from a battery pack comes to contact with your eyes, immediately flush thoroughly with water and see a doctor. To avoid battery leakage, do not expose battery to excessive physical shock, vibration, or liquids. Do not disassemble, attempt to repair, or deform the battery. Do not dispose of battery pack in a fire. Do not touch the terminals of the battery or cause a short between the terminals with metal object. Do not peel or damage the battery label. Warning: radio frequency interference. The Nintendo DS can emit radio waves that can affect the operation of nearby electronics, including cardiac pacemakers. Do not operate the Nintendo DS within 9 inches of a pacemaker when using the wireless function, or when using the wireless feature. If you have a pacemaker or other implanted medical device, do not use the wireless feature of the Nintendo DS without first consulting your doctor or the manufacturer of your medical device. Observe and follow all regulations and rules regarding use of wireless devices in locations such as hospitals, airports, and onboard aircraft. Operation in those locations may interfere with or cause malfunctions of equipment with resulting injuries to persons or damage to property. Important: the Nintendo DSi system allows you to disable wireless communications. Select System Settings from the Nintendo DSi menu, then select Wireless Communications and Off to disable this feature. All right, so French is not my best language, so this is going to be a little rough, but we're all going to get through this together. Avertissement danger d'attaque. Même si elles n'ont jamais connu de tels problèmes auparavant, certaines personnes environ un sur, I don't know how to say 4,000 in French, peuvent être victimes d'une attaque ou d'un renversement déclenché par du lumière aux motifs clignotants et peut se produire pendant qu'elles regardent la télévision ou s'amusent avec des jeux vidéo. Toute personne qui a été victime d'une telle attaque, d'une perte de conscience ou de symptômes reliés à l'épilepsie doit consulter un médecin avant de jouer à jeux vidéo. Les parents doivent surveiller leur enfance pendant que ces derniers jouent avec des jeux vidéo. Arrêtez de jouer et consultez un médecin si vous ou votre enfant présentez les symptômes suivants. I'm better at Spanish, so let's get through the Spanish quick, because we're gonna miss so much of this if we waste time trying to pronounce the French. So we'll make sure we get the stuff that we can actually get through, and so that we don't miss any information, and we'll come back to the French if we have time. So, salud y seguridad, advertencia, ataques. Algunas personas, aproximadamente uno de cada 4,000, I think, is how 4,000 goes. Pueden tener ataque o desmayos a causa de destellos o patrones de luz, y esto puede suceder cuando ven televisión o juegan videojuegos, aunque no hayan. Yeah, H doesn't do the English H sound in Spanish. No hayan tenido un ataque previamente. Cualquier persona que haya tenido un ataque, pérdida no conocimiento u otro síntoma asociado a una condición epiléptica debe consultar con un médico antes de jugar un videojuego. Los padres deberían observar a sus hijos mientras que estos juegan videojuegos. Deje de jugar y consulte con un médico si usted o sus hijos tienen alguno de los siguientes síntomas: convulsiones, contorsión de ojos o músculos, pérdida de conciencia, alteración en la visión, movimientos involuntarios, desorientación. Para evitar la posibilidad de un ataque mientras juego con los videojuegos, siéntese o párese lo más lejos posible de la pantalla. Juegue videojuegos en la pantalla más pequeña que tenga disponible. No juegue si siente cansancio o necesita dormir. Juega en una habitación bien iluminada. Descanse de 10 a 15 minutos por cada hora de juego. Advertencia: lesiones por movimiento repetitivo y vista cansada. Jugar videojuegos puede causar dolor en sus músculos, articulaciones, piel u ojos. Siga estas instrucciones para evitar problemas como tendinitis, síndrome del túnel carpiano, irritación de piel o vista cansada. Evite el juego excesivo. Los padres deben controlar que el modo de juego de los niños sea apropiado. Descanse de 10 a 15 minutos por cada hora de juego, aun cuando piense que no es necesario. Cuando utilice el stylus, no necesita agarrarlo de manera tensa o presionar fuerte contra la pantalla. Hacer esto podrá causar fatiga o incomodidad. Si al jugar siente cansancio en las manos, muñecas, ojos o brazos, o si tiene síntomas como hormigueo, adormecimiento, irritación o tensión, deje de jugar y descanse por varias horas antes de empezar de nuevo. Si continúa teniendo alguno de estos síntomas o si siente otro malestar mientras o después de estar jugando, deje de jugar y consulte con un médico. Advertencia: fuga del contenido de la batería.
Pa pennies.
La consola Nintendo DS contiene una batería recargable de tipo ion litio. La fuga de los ingredientes contenidos dentro de la batería o el producto de la combustión de tales ingredientes puede causar daños personales al igual de daño a tu Nintendo DS. Si ocurre una fuga de líquido, evita el contacto con la piel. Si entra en contacto con el líquido, lava inmediatamente la zona afectada con jabón y agua. Si el líquido de la batería entra en contacto con los ojos, lavateos inmediatamente con agua y consulta con un médico. Estamos hablando español aquí sin Fangs. Unfortunately, yeah, Fangs just had to leave. Para evitar la fuga del contenido de la batería, no expongas la batería a excesivos golpes físicos, vibraciones ni líquidos. No desarmes ni intentas reparar ni deformar la batería. No deseches la batería en el fuego. No toques los terminales de la batería ni causes un cortocircuito entre los terminales con un objeto de metal. No quites ni dañes la etiqueta de la batería. Advertencia, interferencia de frecuencia de radio. El Nintendo DS puede emitir ondas de radio que pueden afectar el funcionamiento de dispositivos electrónicos cercanos, incluyendo los marcapasos cardíacos. No utilices la consola Nintendo DS a la distancia menor de 9 pulgadas de un marcapasos al usar las funciones inalámbricas. Si tienes puesto un marcapasos u otro aparato médico, no uses las funciones inalámbricas de la consola Nintendo DS sin haber consultado antes con tu doctor o el fabricante del aparato médico. Observa y sigue todas las normas y regulaciones con respecto al uso de aparatos inalámbricos en sitios como hospitales, aeropuertos y al bordo de aviones. El uso de tu consola en estos lugares podría interferir o causar funcionamiento defectuoso de instrumentos, resultando en daños personales o materiales. Importante, la consola Nintendo DS le permite desactivar las comunicaciones inalámbricas. Seleccione configuración de la consola desde el menú Nintendo DSi. Después elija comunicación inalámbrica y finalmente no para desactivar esta función. Usage precautions. Be sure the power is off when inserting or removing game cards or SD cards. Avoid getting the camera lenses dirty. If they become dirty, wipe gently with a soft cloth, being careful not to damage the lens. To avoid damaging the camera, do not point it at the sun or other intense light source. That's not grammatically correct. Do not point it at the sun or other intense light source. It should be light sources or another intense light source. That's just wrong. To avoid damaging the touchscreen, do not touch it with anything except Nintendo licensed styluses. Touchscreen controls. There are two basic operations that are done using the stylus, tapping and sliding. Tapping refers to lightly pressing the stylus on the touchscreen. Sliding refers to moving the stylus across the touchscreen while maintaining light contact. Important stylus and screen guidelines. Use the stylus only on the lower touchscreen. Use only enough pressure to operate the game. Excessive pressure may damage the touchscreen. Do not use the stylus if it is broken. Use only a Nintendo licensed stylus on the touchscreen. Replace the stylus in the stylus holder when not in use. If you use a screen protector on your Nintendo DSi, use only a Nintendo licensed screen protector and use it only on the touchscreen. I'm sure the reps in 2023 are very equipped for this DSi where it ripped me off. Well, what if I called them right now on stream to let them know about this typo so that they could correct it in future versions? I feel like that's something that they could make use of knowing. You know? Do you think if I called them, do you think that like they would write it down and tell someone? Because it is kind of important. This typo from 14 years ago. Well, it's good to make sure, you know. So, how to contact us? Inquiries about Master Evolution Express Mind Probe. Please refer to the customer support section of the instruction manual for the Nintendo DSi Shop application for general information about the Nintendo DSiWare service for inquiries about games. Note: we do not provide gameplay tips. General inquiries for Western Hemisphere consumers. Okay, I don't want to actually read those out on stream. I know they're scrolling past, but you have purchased a personal, limited, non-exclusive, revocable license to use this software. Your use of this software is subject to the Nintendo DSi user agreements, the Nintendo DSi privacy policy, and the Nintendo DSi Network Services Code of Conduct. Your Nintendo DSi system and this software are not designed for use with any unauthorized device, unauthorized software, or any non-licensed accessory. You may not use any such device, software, or accessory in connection with your Nintendo DSi software system or this software. Such use may be illegal, voids any warranty, and is a breach of your obligations under the user agreement. Please note that the Nintendo warranty does not cover any defects to or defects caused by unauthorized devices, unauthorized software, and or non-licensed accessories. I guess, we can't prove that stylus was not that stylus. I was reading the chat while saying that. We can't prove that typo was there on original hardware. It could be caused by the unauthorized software that we are using to access this game. So it would probably be invalid and a breach of the user agreement to try to call Nintendo to let them know about the typo. So I guess that it's good that we kept reading, that we have the full context of this. Okay, where were we? Further, such use may lead to injury to yourself or others and may cause performance issues and or damage to your Nintendo DSi system and related services. Nintendo, as well as any Nintendo licensee or distributor, is not responsible for any damage or loss caused by the use of such device or non-licensed accessory. This guide and other written materials accompanying this game are protected by domestic and international intellectual property laws. The furnishing of this document does not provide you with any license or other ownership interest in such guide and other written materials. Nintendo of America Incorporated respects the intellectual property of others, and we ask Nintendo DSiWare content providers to do the same. In accordance with the Digital Millennium Copyright Act in the US, the Electronic Commerce Directive in the EU, and other applicable law, we have adopted a policy of removing, in appropriate circumstances and on our sole discretion, any Nintendo DSiWare game or games that appear to infringe on anyone else's intellectual property. If you believe your intellectual property rights are being infringed, please visit www.nintendo.com/IP-policy to view the full policy and understand your rights. For Australia and New Zealand consumers, please visit support.nintendo.com. Copyright 2009 Magic for this game developed and supervised by Tenyo. Trademarks are property of their respective owners. Nintendo DSi is a trademark of Nintendo. Copyright 2009, all rights reserved for Western Hemisphere consumers. This software is rated E for everyone. For more information, please visit www.esrb.org. For Australia or New Zealand classification information, please visit www.classification.gov.au for Australia or www.censorship.government.nz for New Zealand. TWL-KMIT-USA. Basic controls. Try your hands at Magic and perform amazing feats. Follow the on-screen instructions and make your selections by tapping the touchscreen. Okay, so number 1 is the touchscreen. All right. Number 2 is the microphone. All right, that's right in the center of the system. Number 3 is the start button. That's the one. It's the top one and the little group of buttons down in the bottom right. So you press the start button during a magic trick to return to the trick's startup screen. And then at number 4, that's the second one, and the little group of buttons down on the bottom. It's the select button. Press and hold during a trick to display the magic's secret, and we can press LR start and select together to quit to the main menu at any time. Which ones are those? They're not marked in this diagram, so I don't know which ones those are supposed to be. But well, we know start and select, but L and R, they're not here, so hopefully we don't need that at any point, because we just kind of don't know what those are going to be. The Nintendo DSi system will enter sleep mode if closed during gameplay. Opening the system returns it to active mode. So starting a trick, when the screen to the right appears, tap Mind Probe. You will need a pen and some paper to perform this trick. Okay, I wasn't told that in advance either, just for what it's worth. Mind Probe, Magic's Secret. If you are performing the trick for the first time, read the Magic's Secret before you begin. You can perform the trick after learning its secret. You can check the secret at any time by pressing and holding select. So performing the trick. So tap Start to begin the magic trick. Perform the trick by following the instructions in the Magic's Secret. While performing a trick, press Start to return to the trick's startup screen. Okay. Saving game data. Game progress is automatically saved at the end of each trick. If you want to erase all saved data, press and hold A, B, X, Y. Okay, we don't know those buttons either. Those are... Hold on. None of these are A, B, X, Y. That, I mean, okay, so those ones on the diagram, those are A and Y, I guess. That looks like it might be a B. It could be a P, though. And I don't know what that... which ones are A, B, X? Which ones are B and X? Am I missing something? Was it in the... Hold on. Was it in here? We got to make sure, because I feel like they have to have mentioned it somewhere. It must, if we didn't read the French stuff yet. I don't see any A and X in there, but I don't know French that well. So maybe we can get back to that. Nothing in Spanish either. Nothing in usage precautions. Nothing in touchscreen controls. Which I guess that makes sense because the touchscreen is a touchscreen and the A and X buttons are A and X buttons. How to contact us? I feel like we have to. Oh, but customer service. Oh, Pacific time. We could. It should still be business hours. Oh, but the problem is that we're using unauthorized software, so then that would void the user agreement. So they're not legally required then to tell us which buttons are the B and X buttons. There's gotta be something here that says what it is, though, right? Okay. Well, there's a B right there, but it doesn't show a diagram of the Nintendo DSi for us to be sure. What if I had to read the instruction manual? Tap the button for the section you want to read. This will display the description in the upper screen. Tap buttons with this to display additional options on the right. Then tap a button to read the information. Tap the red area to return to the menu on the left. Tap up and down to view the previous or next 5 options in the direction indicated. Use the buttons on the touchscreen to scroll the information. If you want both screens, tap to close the information and view the information on both screens. Oh, that's neat. Okay, close manual. Tap to, okay, button commands. Okay. Okay, so here's the A button. Okay, so we're getting closer. So that scrolls up and down. Okay, so the A button, there's no B and X. I have to be missing something, right? Yeah, this is the only place it mentions B and X buttons. I don't understand. Was it... Hold on. Was it somewhere in the instructions for the trick? Maybe? Oh, hold on, I skipped a little bit. So we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 buttons. No, still nothing. You want of the other Master of Illusion games tells you just need to buy all 6. And it does look like that does have to be the case, doesn't it? Because I don't know. You know, that RNG screwed you over a bit, but still a new PB. A little, yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I really let you down by not being able to find where the B and X buttons are, because that feels like it's got to be on me, right? There's no way that they would publish that without explaining that part. Because how could you have instructions to use buttons that aren't in the diagram? So I don't know. I guess I must have messed that one up. So I'm really sorry. I guess all we can really do from here is just kind of look forward to the future and just try to see what we can do better from here. Because there are a lot of things that are happening this week. A lot of things. To the point that we had to bring up Joe's old version of the schedule just to fit all 7 days on here. Because tomorrow we are playing more Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, a game where, as you all know, I know what every button does, and I have made no mistakes at all. Not a single mistake, and especially not pressing the wrong button. But Joe was saying maybe we'll finish Terra's story tomorrow. We're kind of in a believe it when we see it stage there, though. On Wednesday, it is Alex's Mario Party Monthly Punishment, where he will be playing Nancy Drew Shadow at the Water's Edge, I believe is the one. Well, whichever one goes to Japan. So the Nanstrance is back and will never leave. Maybe someday Joe will give a punishment game that's not a Nanstrance, but that day's not today. On Thursday, Joe is getting back to F-Zero GX. He is liking that game so far. He's having fun. So on Friday, it is Mario Party Monthly, where we are going to be playing Mario Party 8. And when I say we are going to be playing Mario Party 8, I mean we are goddamn playing that game as intended. It's happening. We are playing that video game with the motion controls, and it was not easy to get that working. So on Saturday, hopefully I will be starting F-Zero GX, a daytime stream. Don't know how long it's going to go. Might not even be remotely close to the listed time of 12 noon Eastern, but hey, we'll see how that turns out. I gotta start it eventually. And then on Sunday, Joe is getting back to his Max Link run of Persona 3 Portable, which has been going so far. It has, in fact, been going. So, let's, I gotta get that ending music right up, get rid of this video game music, because none of us want to keep hearing that. And all right, so that is all for tonight. Don't worry, because Joe still has 2 Wheel of Hell punishments to do, and I believe I've heard that James has one as well that we're gonna have to see at some point. So the Wheel of Hell comes for us all, and as I said, tonight is the ghost of punishments yet to come. So everyone, James has had one for about a month and a half. I'm so far the only one. Am I the only one that has done any so far? And I did all 3 of mine? Hey, Seren, what's up? Okay. No, I don't think I want to stream tonight. I mean, either way, I kind of can't because I've got stuff to do in a little bit. But also, I do need to think about the risk involved with appearing on the Wheel of Hell again. But genuinely, unironically, tonight I do have things to do. So either way, we got a full week coming up, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for Birth by Sleep. Have a wonderful night.